There it goes. Alrighty, unfortunately, starting a bit late. I do apologize for that. So, welcome to the Holy Empire of Un-American Marijuana Country, which is an authoritarian democracy, which is rather interesting. I don't know how you are authoritarian and a democracy. So, like, whoever you hire into power, or vote into power, has like absolute control over the country. That's a very interesting system. But it is the system that we have. A nuclear scoreboard. Horsemen of the... Oh, no. We have something happening. Ooh. Interesting. If you see here, we have nuke control. Alrighty. I guess something's happening in the world. Well, here you have another option. As you see, civil rights are few, economy is basket case, and political freedoms are some. Yes, indeed. So, as people, file in at some point, I don't know when that's going to happen, but policies, let's see. Oh, it's socialism and cannabis. Okay. People. This should be a little more in-depth now. Okay, I guess not for our country. Old age. That's really good. We should be proud of that. 72%. Ah, hello, zombie. 72% of our people die of old age. That's actually really good for this game. I had a country once, I wish I could find it, where like 50% of the population died from acts of God, which should be a goal, I think. Cancer, 18%. That's, it's not the best, but still, this is very well-rounded. Our economy is obviously government and state. And our ranks are finally in, because they take a little bit. So our highest is income equality. Interesting. We're top 3% in the entire world, which is... whoa. What's happening? What's happening? Oh! There. Okay. Hello. The council assembles. I thought I could... Oh, here we go. Numbers. So we are 8,193rd in income equality, and we're 4th in the region, which is actually really good. That's super good. What's our worst? Black market. 100%. So our black market is really bad? That's interesting. We have no manufacturing. Our population is terrible. Oh my god. Hello, Kimba forever. Wealth gaps is, well, yeah, of course, because we have income equality. Economy is not so good. It's not the worst, though. Actually, if I go here, can I see who the worst is? I'm really curious. Add the world. Interesting. So this is kind of the neat thing about this game. Is you can go in, and you can, so this is obviously economy. And this is the world's average. This is where we are. Pretty dreadful. And then for some of you, these are the new things. These are the cards that they added. So ultra rare, which is awesome. In my other nations, I have not. Hey, we're a great council. We gave our people tubes. Very true. Very true. I don't really know what you do with the cards yet, but I have them. Yep. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, what's this? Nuke control. What is this? We have 0 nukes, no shields, no, oh my god. This is awesome. What is this? Join a faction. Once in a faction, your nation will begin generating production. Production can be used to acquire nukes and shields. If you do not join a faction, you can be targeted and cannot participate in the nuclear apocalypse. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, I guess we have to join a faction. Yes, and they have to sell their kidneys, of course. It's their kidney. They can do what they want. I don't know how we join a faction. Maybe that's going to be in here. Alright, is broadband going to the birds? Let's find out. An IT firm organized an unusual race between carrier pigeons toting a flash drive and the un-American marijuana country's fastest internet provider. The birds easily beat the internet, prompting a debate about internet speeds. This is horribly embarrassing, cries a pixelated image of a popular online blogger, Jane Patton. 2.5 minutes of buffering later, she continues, "Our internet is the slowest in Udoo. Our system needs a massive overhaul. We need to crank it up. Fiber optic connections across un-American marijuana country. Imagine the increase in productivity. Imagine how much more connected we'll all be. It will be worth the cost, leader." Chaos is wonderful. You've got to be joking, scoffs your Minister of Finance, Osmunda Washington. Interesting. The government has far more important problems at hand than dealing with trivial matters such as internet speed. The people of un-American marijuana country have access to the internet. That's far better than most of the world. Leave the internet providers to run themselves and get back to the basics of running a country. Well, this certainly is eye-opening, exclaimed amateur bird watcher Morty Cummings, with a pair of binoculars dangling from his neck. Here we are mucking about in our ineffective technology, and the birds have us beat. Clearly, we need to convert all of our internet connections to bird-based broadband. We need flocks upon flocks of pigeons, and a tight training schedule. But we can do it. So that is our options so far. We can make the internet better, keep it the same, or delete the internet and communicate through carrier pigeon. What would you like? Oh, I just noticed the chat box isn't up for some reason. Is it up now? There? Aha, there we go. Chat. Actually, do you guys want chat on screen or not? Let me know. Because it does kind of block the words. Where's chat? Oh my gosh. There we go. I could do either. It's all up to you. Birds? We gotta vote for birds. The council is in. We have a vote for the birds. Broadband going to the birds? The un-American marijuana country's herald. One vote for birds. What do we got? I'm intrigued by this bird-based internet, but I feel the mess wouldn't be worth it. So that, I mean, I'm assuming you want number 2, maybe? Just keep it the same? Because remember, we can improve the internet. How do I... Bird. Okay, 2 vote for bird. 1 vote for, I'm assuming, keep it the same. We might have some birds coming in. Oh no. Alright, I'll give you a couple more seconds. Birds in tubes. Could you imagine the city just like, I need to send a message, you grab a pigeon, put the message on it. But the council does seem set on birds, so what am I to argue with my fellow council members? Birds it is, already. Oh, God. Stray cats threaten the fledgling avian-based internet. Oh, no. Unplugged. Government bans the internet. Retirement problem solving itself, economists say. Impregnated by aliens? Our facts will shock you. Top 10 books that were even better than the movie than usual. They were better than the movie. And family groups support drug crackdown. Interesting. No internet, new policy. We have a new postcard. Windswept. Address 6 issues. Interesting. Ooh, oh, hey, we got some cards. Oh my God, look at that. All right. Book publishing went up quite a lot. Interesting. Authoritarianism, ideology, radicality. Interesting. Income equality went up. Oh my gosh. What went down? Oh God. Scientific advancement 157% down. Oh my god, we are going into the dark ages. Holy crap. Wow, industry information technology was 101%. Usually the second one isn't that big. Economy was down. Civil rights is down. Ooh, man. Yikes. All right, let's see what these packs are. What do we get? Yeah. Oh, yes. My favorite country. Japanzerberg. Interesting. The Scholar to North Africa. Interesting. Huh. Got some new trading cards. Trading. All right. Parliament Playground. Yeah, they just aren't brave enough to embrace our bird technology. Alrighty. Parliament Playground. Now we have birds in tubes. After a YouTube video featuring MPs in an outright brawl went viral, foreign commentators now regularly mock the hijinks of the un-American motor country's parliament. In order to save face, several MPs have tried to rein in the legislator embarrassing behavior. The legislators embarrassing behavior. We need Parliament Code of Conduct to make sure that this appalling behavior doesn't happen again, states opposition leader Elena Sims. Your entire cabinet mooned me while we were speaking yesterday for Violet's sake. You wouldn't get away with that kind of behavior in any other workplace. So why is Parliament exempt? We need to show the citizenry that this is a place of serious and mature discussion, not a schoolyard playground. That's a good start, but it doesn't go far enough, exclaims avid UMC span watcher and school teacher John Bernstein. I always sit down and watch Question Period with the kids to teach them how democracy in the un-American marijuana country works. They were subjected to the brawl, the mooning, and all those fights involving the chicken costume. Any politician who acts in such a disgraceful way should be barred from running for political office ever again. If we don't take tougher stances against this disrespectful behavior, our kids will start thinking that this is an acceptable way for them to act. Interesting. We have the right to express our political dissatisfaction no matter how unorthodox our methods are, says Nosfio Guilliman, one of our more outspoken cabinet ministers, while making an obscure gesture towards the other speakers. Sure, some things can get a little heated, but that's the nature of politics. If the loyal opposition can't handle a few choice words, an entire hour of jeering, then we shouldn't have run for office. Besides, what about freedom of speech? Aren't we still a big fan on that? Fan? Where did fan come from? Good God, brain. Aren't we still big on that? Hold up. Out of my way, shouts pro wrestler Stone Fist as he barges his way into your office and places one of your aides in a chokehold. Okay. What if, instead of debates, politicians settled their scores by trial by combat? Ooh, interesting. Build a Thunderdome in Parliament. 2 MPs enter, 1 MP leaves. Imagine the ratings and the publicity. People could even bet cheeses on the results. Oh my God, brain. And at the very least, the public will be a lot more invested in the outcome of parliamentary debates. Your aide passes out and Stone Fist releases his grip. So there you go. There's our options. We can change our ways a little bit. We can totally revert, or not revert, but completely change. Or we can continue the shenanigans or make them wrestle. What do we want? What does our good counsel for this country want? Look, they have offered us a Thunderdome. How can we turn down a Thunderdome? We got 2 for combat. Let's go. All right. That's awesome. All right. I mean, I think that's a win. There's only, I think, 4 people. Sometimes that doesn't read right, but so I think it's gonna be combat. Oh God, this country, man! I swear. Oh no. I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. I'm speaking loud today. Combat it is, baby. Oh my God, we got some shit happening. UMC span features senators wrestling with ever-increasing production elements. Un-American marijuana country has reclassified from an authoritarian democracy to a psychotic dictatorship. We've done it. Un-American marijuana country's political freedoms fell from some to few. Interesting. Economic growth exceeds forecasts. Salespeople report rising demand for long black cars with tinted windows. Interesting. Officials exhausted after 2-hour grilling from school children. Interesting. Fewer lazy bums than ever before. What do we got? Leadership, take charge. What does that mean? I shouldn't have. Just take charge. Okay. All right, cool. Gambling went up 134%. And yes, you're right. We are great at this, by the way. Oh my God, our intelligence dropped. So did our scientific advancement. Man, we are really regressing to the dark ages here, dude. Oh my God. Political freedoms fell. Well, income equality fell. Drug use went up by 0.01% of pineapple fondness rating. Corruption went up. Economy went up. So that's good. Interesting. Alrighty. Citizens struggle under unfair tax burden. A recent poll has revealed high levels of dissatisfaction among the populace about tax rates. Do you know how much of my year's work goes to the government? Demands an angry worker, Randy Popoff. Interesting last name. Too much. Government spending has gotten way out of control. It needs to be cut in welfare, health, and education. But leave those subsidies to business alone. We need them to create jobs. Okay? It's not about the amount of tax. It's where the burden falls, says student activist Yolanda Wildish. At the moment, far too much of the burden is falling on the poor. People on high income still have more money than people on low incomes. I don't think I need to say anything more about that. I don't object to the amount of tax. I object to where it's being spent, says, oh my God, social reformer Cresta Delamini? Wow, that's a weird last name. I'd like to see everyone have a choice as to where their cheeses go every time they fill out a tax return. Everyone would feel a lot better about opening their wallets if they had a say to where the money went. I think you'd be a lot more... I think you'd see a lot more public money going to education and a lot less to business. Interesting. Okay. So we have some options, interesting options here, actually. Cut taxes for welfare, health, and education. Make everyone just absolutely miserably dumb. Or, oh my gosh, really tax the rich. We can really tax the rich. Or we can make people decide where their money goes, which is very interesting. An interesting concept. Or we can dismiss, of course. That's always an option. So, what are we doing? What does our great council see as the option out of this issue? I'm going to drink while you are deciding. And my screen is jumping up and down because of fucking ads. Vanilla Coke. I love it. We're great at this. In fact, we indeed are very much so. Make people choose where the cheese goes. I believe I like that. I'm torn between 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 would just be taxing the rich like crazy. But 3 is interesting. So, I mean, we have 1 vote for 2 or I guess 1.5. Okay, we have half a vote for 2, 1.5 for 3. There we go. Hold the right fucking fingers up there. Where do we go from here? We need another vote. A vote of our Grand Council. What does the council decide? I'm waiting in suspense. I like these options. Kind of interesting. I wish there was an option choose 3. All right, we have 3 for 3. You know what? I've been leaning pretty hard towards letting the people make their own choices, so I'll go with 3. All right, so we have 3 for 3. So, if the people choose, we don't have to. Oh, hey, that's a good point. Less work on our shoulders. It will give the people a lot of control over the government, which is kind of interesting. And we're still totalitarian, but yeah, it'd be interesting. We're a very strange dictatorship, I gotta say. But we have more votes for number 3, so I think we'll go with number 3. Oh, outsource our workload. There you go. Citizens select which government departments get their income tax cheeses a year. Un-American Marijuana Country has reclassified from psychotic dictatorship to an authoritarian democracy. Wow, we have really gone like in one day. Un-American Marijuana Country's political freedoms rose from few to some. So we're kind of back where we started, honestly. International body praises Un-American Marijuana Country's development. Okay. What's this? Oh. And then public school soars to top honors. Students hold an all-night vigil for international crisis. New government buildings house 500 staff. Wow. Political freedom rose. Intelligence rose. Patriotism rose. Tourism. Public education. Nice. Taxation actually rose because of that. Interesting. I think you guys can see all of those. Yeah, you can. Corruption fell. Very nice, very nice. We're a sort of not cruel country. We're very borderline on being like megalomaniac and kind of difficult to work with. We're really teetering that line. Interesting. Crime went down too, which that's an odd repercussion, but Animal Liberation Front strikes again. Oh, we got our science up at 3.6. Nice. The increasing militant Animal Liberation Front strikes again last night, freezing dozens of chickens bound for delicious snack packs. Oh, freeing, not freezing, sorry. These nuts have got to be stopped, demands concerned consumer Wendy Wonka. Oh no, they need to face the fact that people want snack packs, no matter how many innocent chickens must be sacrificed. Besides, chickens would do the same to us if they had the chance. I mean, probably. Some chickens are very ornery. Oh, what's this? Hey, we got our science up after taking it entirely, I know. These liberationists are highlighting an important issue, pleads Chun-Li Dumas. Too often, animals are put through needless cruelty just to make their flesh taste a little more deliciously succulent. I'm sure that we could ban the more horrific abuses without putting too much of a dent into our national obesity figures. Couldn't we? Animals have feelings too, yells protester Homer Licorice. I think that's how you say that. Before being set upon by angry passerbyers. Free the animals! Ban meat eating! Okay. Economist Melissa Sterling has an alternative. You don't need to take away the people's right to choose. You could just build the cost of animal. You could just build the cost of animal suffering into the price. A tax on meat eating in production to the amount of cruelty involved would do the trick. Plus, think of the benefit of for our national coffers. Of course, poor people wouldn't be able to afford the meat, but that's just more incentive for them to get jobs. There you go. Oh God, the fourth one is so weird. I mean, we could do the fourth one. So it's basically, keep it the same and get rid of protesters effectively. Put a ban on horrific abuse actions. Ban meat eating, or put a tax on meat eating, which is such a weird option. We, the government, have a magnificent council, and we wish to choose to tax horrible, atrocious actions upon animals to make more money, effectively. We're not going to actually stop those from occurring. We're just going to make more money off of it. So I kind of feel like that's probably what we're going to do, but maybe not. What is our vote, council? What have we to say? Option 2, which is... oh, yes, okay, so ban the more horrific abuses without putting too much of a dent into our national obesity. Good. We got options. We've got two twos. Okay, we've got two twos. So we're gonna, allow the animals to have decent lives before we sacrifice them to the obesity gods. Because, I mean, us as a government, we can't put too much of a dent into our obesity, Throw animals into the mix and steadily we're ration compassionate people. Yeah. 2. All right, I think 2 is probably where we're going. I see a bunch of votes for 2. What else we got? So three votes for 2 so far. 3 votes for 2. I will hover over the second one. What will we do? Now, people we don't care about, clearly. Our council is more concerned about the animals rather than the people of our civilization, which is honestly respectable. It's respectable. Why don't we give dogs all the power and just make people the slaves? Oh, lock my chair. How'd the chair lock? Chair? There we go. Alright, I think we're 2. I don't see any objections. They would definitely put us in cages and eat us. Some roosters are ornery, man. Whew. Okay, number 2. Meat eating is frowned upon. Interesting. That's the repercussion. Paying taxes is like giving the un-American marijuana country a big hug, official says. Tourism industry braces for influx. Assault figures punch through historical lows. I'm no hero, says heroic un-American marijuana countryman. Ooh, we gotta change that when we can. Our niceness went up. Look at that. By 1.7%. Listen, normally things go up by quite a lot of percent. Like this is the top up and the bottom down, right? 1.7% is pitiful. This barely changed anything. Compassion, tourism, okay. Sector agriculture fell 35% though. Oof, man. We really hit it. Our cheeses went down by 1.1%. Average income went down. Holy crap. Yeah. Our lifespan went up by 0.06. Oh boy. Alrighty, final issue. Should democracy be compulsory? In response to Slow News Week, certain highbrow newspapers have stirred up the debate over voluntary versus compulsory voting. Compulsory voting makes about as much sense as having the death penalty for attempted suicide, says civil rights activist Cillian Beckman. You can't force people to be free. You can only give them the choice. Besides, if all those derelicts who can't be bothered to get off their butts once every few hours, for a few years, oh my God, get off their butts once every few years voted, why would they elect? I shudder to think. It's not contradictory at all, argues politician commenter Ingrid Graves. In fact, the fact is not everyone votes. The outcome isn't truly representative. Some groups, like elderly gun nuts, vote more often than others. That's why we always end up with such terrible politicians. It raises an interesting issue, says Severian, your brother, and that is, why do we need elections anyways? Seems to me it'd be much simpler if you just decided what was right and did it. Wouldn't that save everyone a lot more time? Interesting. So, here we go. We can either keep it voluntary, make it compulsory, you have to vote, probably, or would be jailed, or no voting, and we're a true dictatorship. We get rid of voting, and we're no longer a democracy, not even a republic. We stray further into the dark ages. What is the council's decision? I've never done the compulsory. But, with the un-American marijuana country, we're authoritarian. We're a tyrannical, right? So we need to keep with our roots, or we could change. Perhaps we are a tyrannical nation of civil bloodbath survivors, and we finally see the light and choose. Okay, no. I gotta vote for ban elections immediately as I start that. Okay, alright. One vote for banning elections. Because we all know family has the best advice, so we should follow what my brother says. It'd save a lot of time, too, because I could just go, no more automobiles. Actually, you know what? We're going to make our bikes cardboard now, so, yeah. Alright, we have some contention. So we have 1 for 3, 1 for 2. So compulsory or ban voting? What is our decision? Two, make them vote. That's even more work they can do for us. 2 for 2, 1 for 3. What do we got? I'll have one more vote come in if anyone else decides to vote. We have 8 viewers. At least someone else can pipe up. What shall we do? Council. This is a fantastic game. I love this game. I like the idea of compulsory. I think we're probably going to improve our country too. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that's more authoritarian to a degree, I guess. I don't think I've ever heard of a dictatorship where you're forced to vote. Very interesting. What is our decision? Wait for one more vote. I've swayed. Make them vote. You got it. Number 2 it is. Boop. Voting is compulsory. We must do it. Official exhausted after 2-hour grilling from school children. Interesting, that happened twice in one day. Family groups support drug crackdown. Very much. Oh, snowed in. Address 10 issues. We do things our own way here in the un-American marijuana country. Whoa, that hardly did anything. That's crazy. Look at that. Patriotism went up. Drug use down. Apathy went down. That's nice. I like how it's measured in whatevers. We got another pack. That's crazy. All right. What do we got? Epsilon. Koryu. Wandering Traders. Zacto. And RZ. I recognize that. What is that? An alliance of supreme powers. I still have no clue what these do. Alright, probably have a bunch of useless telegrams. Oh, excuse me. There we go. What do we got? Okay. Alright, we'll head back here. So, yeah, this is pretty much the same. Our economy is absolutely dreadful. Oh my god, it's dreadful. That's a Pokemon. Okay, I kind of thought that was a Pokemon, but I wasn't Sure, I'm not a super big Pokemon person. I mean, I'm big, but I'm not like a Pokemon person. So, I guess I'm not a super big Pokemon. Okay, anyways, I'm going to move on from that. Let's see. Can I change anything here yet? No, I cannot. I forgot what it was. I don't know. Alrighty, let's see how we changed our nation. So, the Holy Empire of Un-American Marijuana Country is a tiny, safe nation, remarkable for its barren, inhospitable landscape, punitive income tax rates, and devotion to social welfare. The compassionate, devout population of 14 million Un-American Marijuana Countryans are prohibited from doing almost everything except voting, which they do timidly and conservatively. The government, a sprawling, bureaucracy-choked, socially minded morass, juggles the competing demands of welfare, administration, and education. The average income tax rate is 74.8% and even higher for the wealthy. Good grief. The basket case Un-American Marijuana Country economy is worth 184 billion cheeses a year. Is driven entirely by a combination of government and state-owned industry, with private enterprise illegal. The industrial sector, which is quite specialized, is led by the pizza delivery industry, with significant contributions from retail, beef-based agriculture, which we just absolutely handicapped, and gambling. Average income is 13,168 cheeses. Wow, that is miserable. It's kind of an independent country. That's great. Where was I? And 13,168 cheeses and distributed extremely evenly, with practically no difference between the richest and poorest citizens. UMC Span features senators wrestling with ever-increasing production elements. Citizens select which government department gets their income tax cheeses each year. Meat eating is frowned upon, and voting is compulsory. Crime is totally unknown, thanks to a very well-funded police force and progressive social policies in education and welfare. The un-American Marijuana Country national animal is the Tony Fay, which occasionally can be seen shifting through garbage in the nation's cities. We are ranked 258,000th in the world and 101st in Yadu for rudest citizens with 16.9 insults per minute. That's impressive. Oh my gosh. We're safe and we have no crime. You must vote, or I'm assuming there's a jail sentence. We get to decide where our tax goes, which is very interesting. Our politicians have to wrestle and duke it out in the ring to make policy decisions. That means y'all in the council, you got to start fucking wrestling now. Like it's the law. You have to just brawl to make decisions, which is fucking so stupid. Oh, and meat eating is frowned upon, unfortunately, but unfortunately for some. But yeah. So who is number one in this? I want to see. The Wastelands of Nothreen. Interesting. He's number one for rudest citizens, huh? Wow, he has a frightening economy. See, this is... Wow, look at that. See, eventually our country is going to look like this, where we have, all these different things happen. Holy crap. Political freedoms really dropped at some point, but now they are excessive. Oh, so I was thinking it was cool, or it would be a neat idea to, what's this? Oh, yeah. You've always been a WWE fan? Well, now you're a politician and a wrestler. Oh. So I was kind of thinking it'd be kind of cool, because we can make our own, what is it? What is this called? Oh, I can't think of it. What is it? Oh, my gosh. What is it called? Okay, so there's like the world, right? And then you have groups of nations that kind of team together, like the UN, pretty much. We can make our own. And if you guys want to make your own nations, we can all accumulate into one area where we can all check out each other's nation. Oh, hi, Buckeye Nut. How you doing? Fortunately, a little late to the stream, I must say. But, does, Banner? Banner. What do you mean? Faction. Thank you. Is it faction? No, I think it's, oh God, what is it called? Region. There it is. The region. We can make a region, or I'll make a region, that we can all join, and we can all put our countries there, kind of see what everyone does. And then you can all gaze upon the glory of our cohesive effort to run the country of the holy empire of the un-American marijuana country, which is our small but amazing authoritarian democracy. And this is nuke control. I don't know. Oh, view factions. I see. Ah, the region of hell, my favorite region. Okay, so arms control treaty in 1 hour. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't. 10,000 nations. Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Oh my God. He has launched 20,000 times. This dude is literally destroying the world. Oh my God. He has produced 10 million? He has almost 200,000 targets. He has 2 million nukes. This dude. That's a lot. Oh my God. Holy crap. Okay, so we got some options here. What do we want? 8 nations, 4 nations. 1 nation, imperial world nations. Imperial death of nations. We could join this guy. Let's look at shields. Could we look at shields? Strikes, intercepts, targets. Shield. Who has the most shields? Oh, he has the most shields too. So I mean, the region is hell. That's interesting. Let's see what hell is. Hell recommends the Horsemen of the Apocalypse for nuclear defense. Very good. We are the demons that haunt your dreams and feed on your soul. Ye who enter abandon all hope. Close to what Dante said, right? Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Let's go take a howl at that moon. The mind is its own place, and in itself can be made a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Hell Radio, Broken Boy. Okay, whatever that means. What do we got? The Slow, Loud Breathers. My God, these names. The Prince of Hell. We got the World of Sathan. The Grand Empyrean of Altmoris. Interesting. Now, we could join this faction, or a different faction. Up to you guys. I wonder how... I don't think I could make my own faction. Let me see. Next? What does that mean? What does next mean? I don't know. Once in a faction, your nation will begin gathering... Okay, I see. I don't know. I'll probably join the guy with the most, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? The council must decide. Wow. That is, wow. Holy crap. Join the apocalypse? Okay. We have 1 vote. What will we do? Will we join the Horsemen of the Apocalypse and hell and their regime on the world with their fucking 2.2 million nukes? My God. Oh my God, their launches went up. 32,000 launches. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, 4 million strikes. How do they do that with 32,000 launches? I don't get that, but okay. They have 2,000 incoming. They have targeted 10,000. Oof. What do we got? News. Tons of shields too. I only see one vote. Let's see, people. What is our choice? What shall the council decide? I'm assuming we'll go with him. I mean, it's probably the best choice, honestly. Fill the shield bank if under 75,000 shield. All incoming nukes. Interesting. Joining the apocalypse. Alright, we're joining the faction. Confirm, I guess. The un-American marijuana country has joined the horsemen of the apocalypse. Oh, gosh. Oh, I see. So it builds up over time. So these are all individual countries. Oh, okay. I wish this issue would come faster so I could live stream the choice for it. Because it's probably not going to last the whole week, I don't think. Maybe it will. I don't know. I could start this up again in like an hour. It'd only be one issue, though, so it'd be a very, very short stream. What do you guys think? It is up to you. What is the choice given by the council? I wish chat reacted so much faster to me. I hate this delay. Oh my gosh. Because I feel like I'm just like, waiting for answer. Join the apocalypse. I wonder what it says here. What is this? Nukes. None. Use stockpile news. Okay. Probably takes a bit to build up. I wonder if it started probably a few days ago, I think. What is our choice, council? You must make a decision. Don't mind short stream? Okay. Because it'll be up for a bit, and then probably, probably wait for a bit people to join so that, more people could see it. There's always going to be a VOD later. So in about an hour, I will do another live stream. So say roughly 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Roughly. And, because, let's see, issues, what do we got? It's an hour and 15 minutes. So I can do that and then same. Okay, all right. I will do that. And I will see you guys in a little bit. And, how long does it take to lose 25 pounds with chair workout at my age? That's a fucking weird ad. Okay, whatever, dude. News. What do we got in news? Time till the nuclear apocalypse. Oh, it's literally happening right now. It is happening right now. Oh. So there was an event that started probably Monday that I didn't know. I see. Okay. All right, well, I will see you, folks, later. Wait for the delay to go down, of course. Like 5-10 seconds. Probably now. Oh my. Yep, take care. I will see you soon.